5 things to know for February 22nd. COVID-19, Texas, White House, united, Iran. Israel is facing one of its most severe ecological disasters ever after a suspected oil spill washed up blobs of sticky tar along its coast. But experts still don't know the source. Here's what you need to know to get up to speed and on with your day. 1. Coronavirus. The US is on the dark precipice of 500,000 coronavirus deaths. Words can't describe the magnitude of such a loss, but officials say we may be at the beginning of the end. Cases and hospitalization rates are dropping in some states, and the Biden administration says 2 million more vaccine doses have been delivered following weather delays. Still, the next few months will bring tens of thousands more deaths, experts say, and Dr. Anthony Fauci says basic precautions like masks could be our reality for all the way into 2022. Australia started its mass vaccination program today, and across Europe, leaders are working on plans to ease lockdown restrictions soon. 2. Texas. About a third of Texans are still having issues with their water supply as the state reels from last week's deadly winter storms and subsequent utility outages. President Biden approved a major disaster declaration for Texas, unlocking more federal resources. Texas Rep. Michael McCaul says part of the relief will also go towards helping residents pay the exorbitant energy bills they received as a result of the storm. Some local officials, however, want the state to assume the cost instead of putting the onus on unsuspecting citizens. One Democratic senator has called for a probe into natural gas price hikes in Texas and other areas hit abnormally hard by winter weather. 3. White House. The House's stimulus bill is expected to move through the Budget Committee and to a floor vote this week. And the biggest obstacle to its passage is the inclusion of a $15 minimum wage increase championed by progressive Democrats. Some in the party don't think the issue will pass reconciliation, a budget process that requires each provision to adhere to a strict set of rules. Meanwhile, the White House has indicated it's open to studying the merits of a financial transaction tax following the GameStop stock frenzy. Supporters say a tax on trading could boost investors' protection and market integrity and raise badly needed revenue. The notion is despised by Wall Street. United Flight 328 suffered catastrophic engine failure on Saturday, forcing the Boeing 777 bound for Honolulu to return to its origin in Denver. Debris from the plane rained down on Denver neighborhoods, and passenger video from the ordeal looks straight out of a nightmare. Now, Boeing is recommending the suspension of all 777 model planes with the same engine as the one involved in the incident. United Airlines has already removed all 24 of its planes with that engine from service. Both the Federal Aviation Administration and the National Transportation Safety Board are investigating, and initial findings revealed fractured and damaged fan blades in the plane's engine. 5. Iran. The Biden administration has begun to communicate with Iran over American hostages in the region, says National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan. There are currently at least 43 publicly known hostage or detainee cases in 11 countries, including Iran, according to a foundation that tracks the cases. Secretary of State Antony Blinken set the groundwork for the priority earlier this month when he talked with the loved ones of American hostages. Sullivan also said yesterday that Tehran has not responded to the European Union's proposed meeting to discuss Iran's nuclear program, adding that the ball is in their court. The White House said last week that the U.S. is willing to sit down for talks with Tehran and other signatories to the Iran nuclear deal. This is the end of the article. Thank you for your attention.